EP360, your source for El Paso Chihuahuas baseball.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, viewers of all ages, hi, hello, and welcome to another edition of EP360, where we will be covering 4 topics about Chihuahuas baseball in under 3 minutes and 60 seconds. I am John Staub, this is Matt Micah, and without further ado, let's start the clock and head to first base. Matt, the Chihuahuas had a very big series in Salt Lake City this past weekend where their offense really gained a lot of momentum, really came alive against the Bees. Talk to me a little bit about what happened in Salt Lake, what happened last night where the Chihuahuas came up with a big win against Nashville, and just what we can expect over the next 3 days.
Well, it all started with the series against Salt Lake. The offense exploded. There was an offensive surge that we haven't seen before with the Chihuahuas. Cody Decker, in 6 games in Salt Lake, has hit 6 home runs. Rico Noel added to that with the first inside the park home run in Chihuahuas history. And it's just not those 2 guys. Jake Gobert and Reimer Liriano, who just got called up to the big leagues, were batting very, very well. Also, Taylor Lindsay last night had a huge game. That confidence moving forward is going to be huge because it's not going to get any easier against this Nashville pitching staff.
No, absolutely. And we talk about players that have gone up for the Chihuahuas. Jimmy Nelson, the stud pitcher for the Nashville Sounds, arguably the best pitcher in all of AAA baseball, is missing for Nashville as he is currently with their parent club in Milwaukee. With him out of the lineup and not scheduled to get a start here in El Paso, who is a guy we should be keeping our eyes on?
Well, what the Nashville pitching staff, I mean, they live and die by their pitching staff. They have one of the best pitching staffs in all of minor league baseball. But a diamond in the rough that we should be watching is Jason Rogers. In the last 10 games, he's hit 4 home runs. He's a big stick in the lineup. So if Andrew Kashner, who's scheduled to start tonight, can keep him at bay, and the rest of the pitching staff for the Chihuahuas can keep him at bay, it's going to be a huge victory for the Chihuahuas.
No, absolutely, and they had a huge victory last night, as we had mentioned, but the real news coming out of Southwest University Park yesterday happened in the afternoon when El Paso and the Chihuahuas were chosen as the host of the Gildan AAA National Championship game for 2015. Matt, what is this game, and what do our fans need to know about what is coming here at the end of next season?
Well, the Gildan National Championship game is a 1-game playoff, winner-take-all matchup between the winner of the Pacific Coast League, which the Chihuahuas play in, and the International League. So it's going to be very exciting. This place is ready to explode every single night when the Chihuahuas are in town. Imagine what happens when the 2 best teams from both leagues play in a 1-game matchup. It's not like the World Series where it's a 7-game playoff. You know, it's going to be a 1-game playoff, so it's going to be small ball, all hands on deck. Whole entire pitching staff on deck, small ball, big ball, whatever it takes to win that game. It's going to be very exciting to watch.
Absolutely, and El Paso is going to have the opportunity to be the first team to play for the host city in that game next year. Now, we talked a little bit earlier about some big news out of the ballpark yesterday. There is big news tonight as well, as one of the most significant major league appearances could be happening tonight as Padres ace Andrew Kashner is scheduled to take the mound against the Nashville Sounds. Now, what you need to know about Kashner is that he is a 27-year-old stud, 6'6", can top 100 miles an hour with his fastball. He's a product of Texas Christian University, and this is a guy that was voted as the Clyde McCullough Pitcher of the Year for the San Diego Padres organization last year. Now, that is voted on by the San Diego chapter of the Baseball Writers Association of America. He is a guy near perfect game last year against the Pittsburgh Pirates, sub-2 ERA in the last 11 starts of the season, strikes out a lot of guys, throws the ball hard, really dominating pitcher. Now, as we head to home, talk to me a little bit about where El Paso currently stands in relation to Las Vegas. How many games back are they, and what should they be looking for the rest of the season?
Well, the Chihuahuas are still flirting with that 8.5 game back range, that 9.5 game back range, so the likelihood of making the playoffs this year, less than likely, but that confidence that we keep on harping on is going to be huge because next year, I predict this team will make the playoffs, and they will be playoff contenders for years to come because they're like the cardiac kids. They never give up. They never back down from a fight, and Pat Murphy has done an excellent job instilling that determination and work ethic. So this team is exciting to watch.
Absolutely. They are as scrappy as their little mascot, and we're going to hit the clock and stay underneath our 3 minutes and 60 seconds. Fans, please do not forget to visit Southwest University Park as we only have 12 games left on the season, with Nashville the next 3 days, kids eating free tonight, Thrifty Thursday specials tomorrow, and a very exciting weekend planned for you when the Memphis Redbirds come to town. Please be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at EP Chihuahuas. And do not forget that I am John Staub, this is the Matt Micah, and we are looking forward to seeing you here at Southwest University Park this weekend for another exciting week and weekend of Chihuahuas baseball. Thank you very much, and we are signing off.